everyone, welcome to a new video, and in this video I will be showing you the bits that I picked up while I was in the US. If you follow me on social media, then you will have seen that I actually went to Orlando for work, and we visited some theme parks there because I teach in a theme park related course, and we have some placement students there, so we went over to visit them and also to do a little bit of research into what's hot and happening in the theme park industry at this moment. But we also had a little bit of time to squeeze in some shopping, so I mainly focused on beauty bits because that's what I love the most when I'm in the US. So yeah, there's quite a bit here, so let's just get to it. The first place I went to was Ulta. Ulta is a place that's very hard to get a hold of if you don't have a car. Plus they also don't ship to Europe. But I believe that's changing because the lady at the counter when I paid actually told me that Ulta will start shipping internationally quite soon. So I haven't actually tried any of the products I'm about to show you. I haven't even photographed them, so I'll just be taking you through them real quickly to show you what I bought. First one I picked up is this travel-sized version of the Faced Hangover RX. This is supposed to be a very hydrating primer. I don't really use primer because I haven't really found one that really works for me. I believe this is still an Ulta exclusive, so I was very glad to find one and to see that my shade was still available. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. Everybody's been raving about this and I can't wait to try it. I love concealer. I got the shade Light because that seemed to have a very pinky undertone, and the one after this which was like fair neutral, I believe. That one was very yellowy and very, very pale. The brand that is only sold at Ulta is Laura Geller. I actually picked up this. Let me show you what it is. And it's this highlight duo, and it's French Vanilla with Portofino. I also knew I wanted to pick up a couple of foundations while I was in the US because there are quite a few out there that we can't get. So I picked up the IT Cosmetics CC Cream, Your Skin But Better. This is the regular version and I got it in the lightest shade, which is fair. Light is very, very dark, so I went with this. And I just couldn't resist picking up this. This is the Dandelion Twinkle highlight blush thing by Benefit. I haven't seen this around in Holland just yet, so I just decided that I wanted to get this if I could find it. It's a very subtle highlight. It's a little bit peachy pink, and I think it's just very pretty for every day. Ulta is also a great place to pick up some drugstore stuff, and a lot of their drugstore products were now buy one, get one half off, I believe, so that was great. I picked up some NYX because Ulta seems to have the best NYX selection out there. I was really looking for the NYX Glitter Primer because I have plenty of pigments and glitters that just won't stay down without something sticky, and I've been using eyelash glue for that, but I'm always afraid that I'm going to glue my lids together, so I wanted to try this to see if this works better. And I also picked up two NYX products that I'd actually been wanting to try for a while. The NYX Microbrow pencil is apparently a really, really good one. I got the shade Taupe, which seems to be a pretty good match. This is the HD Banana powder. I hear Jessica Braun rave about this and that it's really good as a banana powder for light skin. 9 out of 10 times banana powders are actually too dark for me, so I was hoping to give this a go and see if this can actually like do some brightening on my face. And the final two things I picked up at Ulta are Maybelline. I actually found the Falsies Flared. This is my all-time favorite mascara. It's discontinued where I live, but they still sell it in the US, so I picked one up. And I also picked up their new Dream Cushion foundation. I picked up the lightest shade because I heard these run pretty dark. And I really like the L'Oreal cushion foundation, but this seems to have more coverage, and I was just very curious to try it, and this hasn't made its way across the pond just yet. My next stop was Sephora, and despite this being a very big bag with lots of stuff in it, I didn't really pay for all that much that's actually in here. Ever since Sephora started shipping to Holland, I've been saving up a lot of points because a lot of the points perks aren't sent abroad, so that kind of sucks. So I had tons of points to spend, so I got quite a few things with points, and I got the birthday gift and all that. So the first thing that I got for free is this tote that I think was part of the VIB sale. I got this as a 500 point perk. This is a Clinique sort of like set. It has an exfoliating cleanser. It has a mini of the Pep-start eye cream, and it also comes with a mini moisturizer and a mini mascara. I really like the mascara. The eye cream is one of my favorites ever, and I was really looking forward to trying some more Pep-start products. So this is a nice little set. And the other thing I got, I think this was a 250 point perk, and this is the Ole Hendrikson Find Your Balance Oil Control Cleanser. And then it also comes with a serum, moisturizer, and a night gel that you can sort of as a trial pack, and I think it's like a week's worth, and then you can see your skin change, whatever. I've been wanting to try stuff from this brand, but it's quite pricey, so I thought, hey, now I can at least try a little bit of it. Also picked up some 100-point perk items. This is the Ren Evercalm Global Protection Day Cream. I tried one of their cleansers and really liked it, so I'm curious to try this. They also had a Dr. Jart BB Beauty Balm Multi-Action Skincare and Makeup SPF 45, and this is in light medium. Again, Dr. Jart is a brand that I've heard great things about, especially their BB creams, so I can't wait to try this. They also had a mini micellar water by Dior, which I love micellar water, so I can try the Dior one. And they had another Clinique Pep-start product. This is the Hydro Rush Moisturizer Broad Spectrum SPF 20, so I think this is actually a mini SPF, which is great if you're just walking around and throw this in your bag and you always carry a little bit of SPF, so that's great. The final freebie that I got from Sephora is this year's birthday gift. I simply asked because my birthday isn't until July, is it a problem if I can already pick it up? And they said it's absolutely no problem. They also do a skincare set, but because I already got quite a few skincare stuff with my other points, and because it was a Caudalie set, of which I've already tried a mini size before, I figured I would go with the Tarte one. This comes with a mini blush and also one of the Tarteist lip paints, and I think they're both in like really neutral shades. Yeah, it's in, the blush is in Tarte and Birthday Suit. So these are some cute minis, and this is actually the only lip product I picked up in the entire haul, so that's quite different for me because the last time I shopped in the US I had tons of lipsticks to try, and now I only have this one. One thing that is so great at shopping at Sephora in the US is because they do tons of minis, so I got a couple of other minis. I also picked up a mini of the Pore Fessional by Benefit. I actually had small testers of this, and I've used those in the past, and I do really like this, but I'm still like umming and ahhing about buying the full size, so I thought this was a nice in-between step. One of my favorite hair products is the Bumble and Bumble Don't Blow It Air Styler. So this is supposed to help your hair air dry into place a little bit, especially if you have sort of like curly, wavy hair. I don't really have curls anymore because my hair is getting a little bit long, but I definitely have a little bit of waves, and I just find that this makes my hair stay in place a lot better than when I don't use this. I had heard great things about the Elizabeth and James Nirvana perfumes, and I had already tried the black version as a 100-point perk before, and that's still not running out. I use it, I keep it in my work bag so that if I forget to put on perfume in the morning, I still have a little rollerball with with that perfume there. And I heard they came out with 2 new scents, and I was very much intrigued by the, I think it's called the Bourbon, yeah, the Bourbon, and the scent is described as Oakwood, Vanilla Bourbon, and Tuberose, and that sounds right up my street. I tried it in store, I just sprayed it on my arm, and I love the scent of this, so I just got the small rollerball version of this because I have quite a bit of perfume, so I know this will last me quite a long time, plus I didn't want to risk carrying a very heavy glass bottle in my suitcase and then have it break or something like that. That would be a bit of a shame, so I went with the mini. And the final mini set is this Benefit Highlighter Hot Shot set. It contains High Beam, What's Up, and Sunbeam. I actually have been umming and ahhing about repurchasing High Beam and getting a full size of What's Up, but this comes in 3 really mini itty bitty versions, and like this is what it looks like. So they're not very big, but then again, I don't use liquid highlight all that much, so I thought that this was much better than buying the full size. And I purchased 2 full-size products from Sephora. I bought the Too Faced highlighter and the Benefit Hoola Light. This is Hoola Light, that's what it looks like. I have Hoola, I think it's a little bit too dark for me, so I'm very curious to try this. The lady tried it on in store on me, and I thought it looked very nice, so very happy with that. This is the Too Faced Love Light in Ray of Light. I also really like the paler version, but it was very icy, and I thought I wanted to try something else, so I went with this peachy number. It looks very stunning. It is a little bit glittery, but I mean, the packaging. The last stop, it wasn't actually CVS. Most of this stuff is from Walmart. I ended up at Walmart because that seemed to be the best place to like get some stuff. I almost forgot to buy this, but I, at the last minute, remembered that I had to pick up a backup of the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. This is in the shade 15 Fair. This is one of my favorite concealers, and you can no longer get it here. We used to have it. I think you can still buy this online, but again, I'm not sure about this shade. You may have noticed that for an eyeshadow junkie like myself, there's very little eyeshadow here, but a eyeshadow that was still on my wish list that I cannot get at home is this one, and this is the L'Oreal color, or the L'Oreal Infallible Golden Emerald, and it's a really nice like dark green shade. And again, these used to be around in Europe or Holland, and they no longer do these where I live. I think a cult favorite when it comes to the online beauty community is the Milani eyeshadow primer. And I've only really tried high-end eyeshadow primers, I believe. I think I used to use a NYX one that I really liked, but I hear great things about this. Since I really loved my Tea Rose powder blush in this like rose packaging, I also picked up Coral Cove. This was the only one they pretty much had left, but I really like this like bright shade for summertime. But what I was really after were the Milani highlighters, and these were very hard to find. I think only Walmart sells them at this moment. And these are the Strobe Light Instant Glow powders. This is Afterglow, and this is the lightest shade that they do. Let me show you this properly. It looks really stunning, but I haven't swatched or tried this at all, so I'm very curious to see how that goes. There are 4 shades available in total, and the second shade, Day Glow, was actually the one that I wanted to get, but they were out of that, so I picked up Sun Glow instead. But this, when I looked at swatches online, they seem to swatch very similarly. This seems to be a touch more golden, but Day Glow and Sun Glow seem to be pretty much interchangeably. I got one Physicians Formula product. I already mentioned Jessica Braun from Gem Beauty 89 before, and she raves about this. This is the Youthful Wear Youth Boosting Powder in the Illuminating finish, and she says that this is her favorite face powder. To get the illuminating finish because that's the better one. It only comes in one shade, which is beige, and it actually looks a little bit dark for me. But yeah, I just wanted to try this because she's always raving about it. Also available at Walmart is Hard Candy, and I've never actually tried anything by this brand. I wanted to, of course, get the infamous bronzer in Tiki, which everybody says is like a dupe for MAC Soft and Gentle. They were out of that. That was out of stock, so I decided to pick up these baked illuminators instead. This is in Candle Lit, and I actually found out that you can open up the packaging to see what it's like inside. But it has a little mirror and then a brush in the middle, and it comes with 2 really pretty shades, and this is actually a bit of a duochrome. So yeah, I'm very curious to try this. I think they also did this in like 2 other shades, but those were very dark. Of course, I also picked up a few e.l.f. items. I bought a backup of my favorite e.l.f. brush, and this is the small stipple brush. I use this for contouring, and I actually think that this might go into the rotation as a highlight brush, or perhaps for a cream blush or cream highlight. I think that this is very pretty for using something like that. I picked up 2 primers by e.l.f. Like I said, I went a little bit primer crazy, and I picked up the Mineral Infused Face Primer, and I think this is just supposed to like fill in fine lines and make your makeup last very long, a lot longer, and it also gives a matte finish. But I also wanted to try another one, and this is the Hydrating Face Primer. So this is supposed to boost your complexion and hydrate your skin. So I've heard great things about these, that they're very good and very nice, so I just thought, hey, why not give them a whirl. The brand that I was truly after was Wet n Wild, and especially this foundation. This is the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. They only had one like light shade in stock, so I just picked it up to see if it would fit me. I think, yeah, it could. It definitely has a pink undertone, and it says light cool as being the shade range, so this could actually be very nice. I picked up 2 Wet n Wild blushes. This is Rosé Champagne, and I also picked up an ombre blush in a purple haze. I have a very similar blush to this by MAC that I really like, so I wanted to try this drugstore version to see how it goes. And I have a Wet n Wild blush, but I don't really like it very much, but they've reformulated them since I bought that one, and this is a shade that looks really nice and neutral, and that's what I tend to go for most of the time. So I hope that this is better than the one that I already have. Wet n Wild also came out with some highlighters. This is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in Precious Petals. and they still had a ton of these. The darker shade was sold out, but I thought that this looked really nice, and this could be right up my street. And the final product that I picked up is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche. This is again one of those products that I've heard so many people rave about in the past couple of years, and I just really wanted to give it a go to see whether this suits my skin tone. Again, it has a bronzer on the right, and then it has this like matte highlighting powder on the left. I think it may be a little bit too dark for me, but we'll see. It only comes in 2 shades, so I hope this works out. Whew, that was a lot of stuff to go through. I hope you enjoyed this video and me going over some of the items that I bought while I was in the US. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe because I make new videos every single Sunday. I hope to see you in my next one. Bye!